Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Zarina with Zarina's Guides. I'm also Blue Rain on Discord, and I'm giving you a video to show you the new building structures that will be offered for people to build on their properties in the game Upland. And one reason I'm going over this is to talk about also people who have any skills using Blender, which is a free program, should probably get involved in Upland as well, because this person here who's designed this has used Blender to make this particular building structure, and they won a contest, and for the contest they get a certain amount of UPX in the game, but their structure also gets used, which is pretty awesome for them. But they also have other contests where they have people build things like structure ornaments, and the structure ornaments are also made with Blender. So if you use Blender, you could have the opportunity to design a structure ornament, something to go on top of these buildings, and that particular structure ornament would be sold as something that players can buy, and you would get a cut of those profits. So people also are looking just to have people who know how to use Blender design things for them in the game, because there's other things coming like lawn decor. So structure ornaments, lawn decor. There's even things with designing the skins for the vehicles that are coming. So the game has some cars, and there's already a competition, which also involves someone who knew how to use or has access to someone who knew Blender and was able to take their design from Photoshop and put it on the vehicle and use it as a skin. So if you understand Blender or you know how to teach Blender, this is a good time for anybody to get involved with, I think, understanding Blender and using it to their advantage. The metaverse is really taking off, and there's games like Unity there's software like Unity to design games that are free. And these kind of things that, I think you can import some of your assets. I think you can make things in Blender and import them into a lot of these other things. So I don't know much about Blender. I'm trying to learn. I'm on my fourth part of the famous donut tutorial. And I myself am trying to learn Blender because I really believe there's a future for this as a career, and just maybe a side hustle, just being, if you're an artist and you don't mind designing in 3D, this seems like something that as an artist I'm interested in doing because there's all this potential here. So here's a list of all the people who, all the cities where these new buildings are offered. You can probably zoom in to see them better. But I was going to show you the one that's for LA, this particular model. I really want to learn how to design myself in Blender because this is San Francisco. I thought maybe I went over the LA one. Oh yeah, I skipped it already. Sorry. I meant to talk about the LA one we just went by. San Francisco has a nice one too, but I really want to learn how to design the one we just saw. So yeah, I myself am trying to learn Blender. If you know Blender and you want to give me some helpful hints, please leave a comment. But just, this is pretty cool. These people who design these structures now have their building structures in the game Upland. And if you have a property in these cities, they may be offered to you. So I've shown 3 cities so far. There's Chicago, which was I think a really great building for Chicago's architecture. Then there was the LA, I think it's called the something Hollywood. I'll have to go back and look at it. And then there's this one, which is I think the Lily Corp Tower, which is in San Francisco. So yeah, pretty awesome structures, pretty cool opportunity for people who know how to use Blender. A great time for artists to learn Blender if you don't know how to use Blender already. If you're just still using Photoshop, I highly suggest that you start learning Blender because that's where everything seems to be going. Learn about the metaverse, guys. Don't get left behind in reality. People are heading towards the oasis, believe it or not. And if you don't know what I'm talking about by the oasis, that's an allusion to a place in the book called Ready Player One, which I truly believe Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook owner, now Meta, is trying to create in real life. And I think Upland is going to be one of those places that people head to, and their properties will enter them maybe into the different worlds within the metaverse. We'll see. But yeah, 3D artists, this is the time for you guys to learn, get involved. And again, Upland is a place where you can actually get your art into the game and have it sold in the stores there. So I hope this helps everybody who's interested. And thanks for tuning in for this long. All right, take care. Bye.